Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rekah, Kodash. We give double honors to our beloved apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to our sincere brothers, pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives week in and week out to feed the elect of Israel. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the 1/3, the hopeful elect. My name is Brother Ahab. Lord willing, that this is edifying. So, I'm going to title this, Lord willing, Isaiah 4 and 1 will take place on this side. I repeat, Isaiah 4 verse 1. This is going to be a future prophecy, which is going to happen very quickly, very soon. Isaiah 4 verse 1 will take place on this side. Okay? So let me go further back, right? Yesterday I was watching our beloved apostle, Aramlab, his lesson called This is nothing but Christian dogma. Okay? Baba Kasha, please go and watch it. What I do, for a matter of fact, I put it in the description box. Okay? This is nothing but Christian dogma. All right? Now, there's a word that the apostle, Elder Apostle Aramlab said. And he used this word. I tell you the name of the word he used. Conjecture. Okay? Conjecture in that lesson. Because you see these so-called Christians, that's why he said, that's why the title of his lesson about these Christians, so-called Christians, right? This is nothing but Christian dogma, right? And we know the topic he's talking about, right? About the virgin birth. So I'm going to leave it in the description box, right? And he named this word, he called this word conjecture. What is conjecture? A conjecture is an opinion, conclusion, or educated guess. Educated guess formed on a basis of incomplete or uncertain information, right? This is what these so-called Christians are. They don't have the full proof, right? Some of them, these so-called Christians, they have the zeal, but not according to knowledge. Okay, so their information, because they don't have the Spirit. That's why we say at GMS, you have to have the Holy Spirit in order to decipher these scriptures, to read these scriptures, to break down these scriptures. These so-called Christians don't have this, right? It's like an educational guess. You see, educated guess. You can't guess on this thing. You have to be correct. That's why we say again, we at GMS has the 100% truth, right? I read it again. A conjecture is an opinion, conclusion, or educated guess formed on the basis of incomplete or uncertain information. That just says it all. Conjecture. And that's what Elder Apostle Aramlab said in lesson, right? So please check it out, Baba Kasha. Now, again, I'm going to say this. This is going to happen, right? But I'm going to play this. Fair use, fair use. This is just for education purposes only. Fair use, fair use. I'm going to play a very, very famous movie. And a couple of our beloved brothers, I'm not going to call their names, but they know who they are if they listen to this video, right? They always talk about the 10 Commandments. They keep on talking about it, right? And I tell you what, even after one of our sit downs, we was watching the movie, The 10 Commandments. We all sat together and we watched it, you know. And hey, tell us what, Moses, again, going back again in the spirit, Moses played a very important part, okay? So he did not fall at the truth, or he did not give up, okay? So anyway, I'm going to play this movie, part of it, and you see, going back again, I'm going to bring up another word now called I wrote it down. mass what? What is it? Mass. Oh, soon tell in a second. Salachya. Mass. Oh, where is it? I wrote it down somewhere here. Mass deception. Right? Now, mass deception, it's, you see, it's all about deceiving the masses. That's what it's all about. Yeah? And I'm going to play this movie from the Ten Commandments. And you know, they portray, we know Moses is a so-called black man. Okay? He's not no so-called looking Caucasian man. You see, what they do, they play the semantics. This is what Esau Edom does. Okay? They'll bring up certain truths, but they'll play semantics with it. Okay? So it's played by and this is beautiful too. I just found out this. I'm not sure if you knew, but I'm gonna read something to you in a minute, right? It was played by Charlton Heston, right? Now listen to this now, right? In the movie, it was in 1955. So remember when the baby Moses was going down the aisle, not that down the aisle when they pushed up the baby, right? That was actually Charlton Heston's son, real son for real life, right? And his name was what was his name? I got it here somewhere. Right? His son. Yes, his son is Fraser Heston. So the baby that was in that little the waddle, the basket, and they pushed the baby. That was actually Charlton Heston's real son. His name was Fraser Heston. And then Charlton Heston played as an adult as Moses. You see? Which I did not know. And maybe enough of you brothers and sisters knew this. But you see, when you research things, you find things out. Right? So the son, the little baby, was Fraser Heston. And Charlton Heston played the adult. Right? So, you know, Charlton Heston, they portrayed him as a so-called white man. Right? Because, you know, the Hebrew Israelites are so-called dark-skinned people. So-called black people. Okay, this is where the deception comes in, right? Mass deception, right? So let's go to this video, and you're going to see what I'm talking about, right? But it's leading to Isaiah 4:1. I'm just using this as an example because the other night, about a week ago, or a few days ago, I was watching the Ten Commandments again. And this came up about I'm just using it as an example. 7 women will take hold of one man. A man is going to be so precious. But anyway, let the video do the speaking. All right? All right? It's from the Ten Commandments. Oh, Salachya, I forgot. This is the part when Pharaoh, he didn't want to execute Moses, right? So what he did, he sent him out into the he took him to the wilderness, okay, with a day supply of water and bread, okay. And he says that because he didn't want to execute him, he said, okay, let me see how strong your God is. I'm just paraphrasing. Let me see who is going to deliver you. So he's going to put him out there, right? And to see if he could survive that. But he was delivered. Okay? Right? Because he didn't want to directly execute Moses. So he said, let me see how your God, let me see if your God's going to get your Hebrew God is going to get you out of this. Right? So this is where, when he got there to the end, I'm going to let it play. Right?
And he found strength from a fruit-laden palm tree. And life.
You see how they portray Moses as like a Edomite man, right? Nothing but lies. Listen to this. Psalms 58 and 1 to 3. Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart you work wickedness. Yea, weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Wow, because what? The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That's what it is. That deception, that mass deception. Okay? Okay? To deceive the world. So they want to put a little truth and a little bit of lie. This is what they do, because they want to make it seem, it looks so real, because they read the scriptures to them, but they don't have the spirit. So when they grab a little bit of this, they grab a little bit of that, right? And add their wickedness and lies to make, so when the world sees it now, it looks a little bit feasible, but it's not. That's why if you are the elect, you're going to see through it, right? If it were possible, they should deceive the very elect, but they won't be deceived, okay? Going back about 30 years or 20 years ago, when we watched this movie, we believed it. But when the Lord calls you, it's a beautiful thing, right? Beautiful thing.
Giving water, flowing from the well of Midian.
So this is the part that looks nice, right? And you know it's even spiritual too. There are actually 7 women here. Okay? If you count, there's 7 women. Not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 women. There's a woman at the back there. She's gonna be the one that finds Moses laying down. But there's 7 women. Okay? Let me read that scripture that we always read. And the way they went on crazy, it's a man, it's a man. They couldn't believe it. That's how precious men are going to be. And when I saw this boiling up in the spirit, I said, yes, you see that? So I'm using this scene here as an example when women are going to go crazy over men. Listen now, but it's only be for the elect. It says Isaiah 4 and 1 to 2. And in that day, 7 women shall take, and there's 7 women in this picture, right? Shall take hold of one man. You see Moses down there, okay? He's a man of the Lord, an Hebrew Israelite, a so-called black man, but they portray him as a so-called white man there, okay? So every kind of woman are going to be flocking onto us. This is the example, right? And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by your name, to take away our approach. In that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent, and the comely for them that are escaped of Israel. Listen to me. Listen, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely. This is the elect. The elect men are going to be beautiful in that day, right? For them that are escaped of Israel. Who is going to escape? You're going to need a man in the Lord to escape what is coming. So when I saw this scene, I said, wow. I'm going to use this as an example. Look how these women are going to get crazy now. So this is what is coming to the elect men. This is what is coming to the elect men of Israel, right? 7 women shall take hold of one man, right? There are 7 women there. I'm going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every play now.
For men. Unmarried men. Can you think of nothing else? I don't know. I've never tried. I wish sheep could learn to water themselves. You needn't have painted your nails, Lulua. There isn't a man from here to Horeb. No. A man. Oh, what? A man? Kind of a man.
It's gonna drop everything. They drop everything. A man. Look.
Only one handsome? Was he handsome? Look at his sandals. Egyptian. His robe is not Egyptian. Who cares? He's masked. Yes. He's eaten a whole bunch of dates. Could it be dates?
You see what the lady said? I don't care. I don't care what kind of sandals he have on, the way he look. And it's the same thing we talk about the apostles. It doesn't matter if you're short, if it matter if you're tall, if it matter if you're big, if it matter if if you're not good looking. It don't matter if you're not that. If you're not, listen. No matter what it is, okay. Because all these so-called weak-minded women, you have to be top of this, you have to be top of that, you have to make me laugh, you have to be a good dancer, you have to be good looking, you have to be 7 foot tall, you have to have a six-pack, right? You have to be highly educated, you have to be a good runner, you have to be a good swimmer, you have to be a good boxer. Listen, there's nothing but the checklist. But in that day, right? You remember, we're not all perfect, because we all lacking things. We're not going to be perfect. It's either you have the one, then maybe you have a couple of things, but you're lacking other things because we're not perfect. Okay? But these weaker mind vessels, these women, they want to have that checklist, right? If that checklist is 100 boxes to tick, they want 99 of them being checked. 99.5 boxes to be checked in order for them to choose you. But in that day, listen, not even one checklist, it has to be checked. They're going to be coming on to you because it's a man, right? See, look now, 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 women, right? Listen to this now. Isaiah, you get the point. Isaiah 32:2. And it says, and a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as the rivers of the water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in the weary land. That man is going to be a protection in that day. Okay? A protection. Right? Listen, Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. You see that run? Oh, it's a man. And they were just speaking about a man. Because one of the women is a nature. You see, there you go again. You see, the scriptures don't lie. A man must be with a woman, and a woman must be with a man. A man mustn't be with man, or woman with woman. Because that woman, she said, she doesn't, because even one of the sisters were teasing her. That's all you think about. Because it's a nature in a woman to be with a man. Okay? And I tell you what, we're going to, listen, in the kingdom, it's going to be all perfection. Beautiful young virgins, young women are going to be virgins. There's something to look forward to. Okay? I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even than a golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of the place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Now, who's going to protect you in those days? First of all, it's going to be a Melech man of the Lord. He's going to protect these women. He's going to protect himself, his family, right? And all these women's going to flock onto him, right? He's going to choose who he wants. You, yes, go here. You go here. No, I don't want you. You go where. I remember what you did to me. Whatever. Yes, that's going to happen. Right? Let me bring up one more scripture. Ephesians 6 verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Who is going to be strong? The elect of Israel is going to be the strong man. Yeah? Strong bow. He's going to be the strongest. He's going to endure to the end. And these women, they're going to need a covering. Because guess what? Not even guess. Factual. According to the scriptures. Right? We need a head to protect us. Which is Yahushua HaMashiach. We need Yahweh Basham Yoshai. Okay? And women, they need their head, which is the men. This is no joke, you know. This is no joke. Right? So everything has to be done decently and in order. Right? It says, put on the whole armor of the Lord our power, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, the trickery of the devil. We have to put on the whole armor. That's why we have to be fully persuaded, fully covered, and fully in the right true doctrine. You can't be half in and half out. Okay? Now the Lord have mercy on whom have mercy. Things that brothers are doing, right? The Lord will bring them back into their right frame of mind in time before the visitation of the Lord, right? The Lord knows what he's doing, right? For we wrestle not against flesh nor blood, but against principality, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor. You have to put on the whole armor. The whole means 100% of the truth. At Great Millstone, we put on the whole armor. Okay? That cloak of righteousness. We're not going to be perfect. Right? We're going to be perfect in the kingdom, Lord willing, if we make it. The first resurrection. Right? But we at GMS speak the 100% truth. And these men are the true men of the Lord. Right? Starting from Elder Postahar. Okay? So he said, listen, therefore take unto you the whole armor, which is the 100%. You can't put on halfway and half, because you're going to expose yourself. You have to be protected in the names of the Lord and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, in the Lord Yahweh and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Wherefore take on the whole armor of the Lord our power, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. What's coming? We know that evil time, bad times is coming, is at the door. Having done all, we've done all what we can to what? To stand. Okay? Whatever the judgment, what the Lord is, because you remember the Lord is holding back the four corners. He's holding back the four winds. These angels. When the Lord is ready to release that, you have to have that spiritual power, which is given unto the elect, the covering of the Lord, the whole armor from top to bottom to be protected, to withstand the day of the Lord is coming. Because guess what? That whole armor is the protection of the Lord, the Thawah, right? You're exempt from judgment. Isn't that a beautiful thing? So the men of the Lord are exempt from judgment. So that's why you women, you need a man to protect you. So do what is right now. Don't wait for the last minute. Lord willing, we don't wait for the last minute either. You see? So that's why I wanted to bring out Isaiah 4:1 will take place on this side. Don't wait for the last minute. Okay? Drink it while it's hot. Drink it while it's hot. Okay? So Lord willing, this is edifying. And I was just using this. But you see, as we go again, not going to go into it again, everything's about deception. Mass deception to fool the people. But the elect, Lord willing, sees through it. All right? So again, take heed to you women out there, you beloved sisters out there that are sincere, you're good to go. Right? That you're obedient to your husbands and you're listening, you're doing everything in sincerity and in respect. But do not use that checklist box. Forget about that. Take that out of the equation. Because in that day, you're going to have no checklist. No checklist. It's a man. It's a man. Okay? Yes. It's definitely a real man of the Lord. And that's the elect of Israel. Okay? Isaiah 4 verse 1 will take place on this tide. Shalom.